I think maybe even Dirty Jersey Rat. Dirty Jersey. Yay! I love that song.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, this is the guy. He's backstage now. This is the guy.
Okay.
Hello.
What's happening, man? How you doing?
Okay, this is Karmic X. Karmic, this is Dante. He's a comic, long time, but anyway. Dante, tell him you used to be a bouncer at a strip club, or used to be
I was a male stripper for 10 years. I was a pimp for 6. I used to do the show with Patrice O'Neal, the Black Phillip show, with him, where we would do advice, giving male advice. This was kind of the foundation of the whole red pill thing. I'm not saying that they got the red pill thing right, but it was us who they were listening to, our material from 2006, where the whole thing started.
And also, Gavin kind of stole the Proud Boys from you, right? About masturbation.
He had me on there to advise those guys, because a lot of those guys were like incel guys who didn't know how to pick up girls, and so I used to go on there and just give advice to those guys.
But it was your thing about no masturbation.
Yeah.
And so when
no
you
wanks.
say, huh?
No, it was called no wanks.
And then when you said you were a pimp for 6 years, you were a pimp while you were a male stripper?
Yeah, I was a male stripper around the time when Rudy Giuliani started cleaning up New York. He used to send out the Vice cops to close down strip clubs, because a lot of strip clubs were in the 90s was turning tricks. And the guy asked me to, because I knew all the female strippers in New York City, and he was like, can you stop them from turning tricks in my club? And I was like, sure. And he gave me a little stipend to kind of manage. And I couldn't get them to stop. So I ended up saying, I said, look, if y'all want to turn tricks, why don't we do this outside of the comedy, outside of the strip club? And that's how I got into pimping.
And pimping ain't easy, like the song goes.
No,
right?
it is not. It is not easy.
And did you have to ever get handsy with any of your gals, or did they?
I was a docile pimp.
Oh, good.
I'm not getting into that, but yeah.
Okay, so Karmic, he's an emotional guy. And right. He gets he's in love with a woman, but the last fight they had, she found pills on him, and he said he was off pills, and she found pills on him, and that was the last straw for her.
What kind of pills?
Oh, pain pills that I had in my house for a long period of time. I just put them in my pocket real quick.
And Karmic, try not to lie to Dante. He can't help you if you're lying.
No, I'm not lying.
No, I'm not saying you're lying now, but try to tell the truth as much as possible.
Do you do pop pills or no?
I did. These are regular pain pills, like hydrocodone, that I had from January. When we got back a couple weeks ago, or last month, I put them in my pocket real quick so she wouldn't see them, and she was keen enough to reach in my pocket to find.
Why did you put them in your pocket so she couldn't see them?
She's pretty she's straight edge when it comes to that stuff. She doesn't want to be around it.
But why did you where were they at that you had to hide them, and why'd you have to hide them in that moment?
So she wouldn't see them.
So you knew they were there, and you knew she was going to be straight. Okay,
correct.
And you smoke weed, right?
I do, yes.
Okay, let me ask you something. At any given time in the future, are you going to not smoke weed?
If I'm in a relationship with her, I won't. But if I'm left to my own devices, who knows? But
so, in other words, you will make the sacrifice to not smoking with her, but correct. you basically you're a pothead.
Yeah, I'd say so. Basically.
Okay, so let me explain something. You're trying to fit a round peg into a square hole. If you're not a straight guy who's not going to stop smoking weed, first of all, I don't understand why a woman gets to dictate what you do or what you don't do. And the only reason why she would be able to dictate that is if you think that you're not worthy of her time and her effort.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not,
Dante, sorry, Dante, let me add one thing. You don't know Felicia, but
I got her on the screen. I know what she looks like.
But you know Pat Dixon, right?
Yes.
So she dated Pat Dixon before this, and she basically has PTSD from dating Pat Dixon. Pat Dixon is like the shittiest husband, boyfriend of all time. Everyone he's ever dated has accused him of stuff. You know, he gets handsy with them, and then one of his exes wanted to try to murder him outside a Waffle House. So
okay,
Pat Dixon treats women allegedly horribly. So Felicia has PTSD from Pat Dixon, and then she kind of met Karmic through my show and whatever. So they were just trying to. Karmic's like the opposite of Pat Dixon, you know.
He's a sweet guy.
Yeah, and
so because he's a sweet guy, she's just gonna push him around and make him do whatever she wanted to do.
I had that fear too, you know. She sees me, nice guy, and she's like, well, let's see how far we can bend him until he breaks type of.
Well, and you believe that's the case, right?
Part of it, yeah, absolutely.
Well, let me ask you something. You know. Are you gonna just go until she breaks you?
I've put my foot down many a times, but it's
not.
Give
really.
us an example. Give us an example. You putting your foot down.
Oh, just expectation she had out of me that was like, okay, who do you expect me to be? And it's like,
okay, Dante, I have another interjection. He lives in the woods in upper Minnesota, and he hasn't been with a lot of women, so he's had a disadvantage that way.
Where in the woods?
Up north near the Canadian border in Minnesota.
Is there no women there?
There is, but it's yeah, you gotta go places.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you want to get in shape, you got to go to the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so, and if you're not willing to go to the gym, then you'll never get in shape. You know what I mean? Like, here's the thing that you're putting all this energy and this time into this one person, and the bottom line is you don't think that you're worthy of her. You think she's prettier than you expect, than you should have. You think that she's better than you. And the reality is, in any relationship that you're in, you're gonna do more that you're gonna spend money that you don't want to spend. You're gonna go places you don't want to go. You're gonna have to listen to shit you don't want to listen to. You're gonna have to teach shit you don't want to have to teach. You have to pay attention to shit that you don't want to pay. That's the nature of a relationship. There's never a situation where there's a net positive to any relationship. If it was a net positive, a woman only dates a guy who she thinks is better than her. If there's not it's called hypergamy. Hypergamy is the fact that 95% of the women want 5% of the men. They want the best of the men. This is why when you ask women what kind of guy you want, they'll always go, I want a guy who's at least 6'6". I want him to have a 6-figure career. I want him, and just if you go by height alone, you know, the average height is about 5'8". If you go to, let me see if I can look it up.
Yeah, they're unreasonable. They want a guy with a great sense of humor, makes a great income, stays in shape. It's good to pets and animals. I mean, you know, and kids. I meant to say kids and pets. I mean, women are unreasonable. I think is what Dante's saying.
Yeah, because if you ask them what they want, then they'll give you these ridiculous expectations, right? But the reality is, she dated Pat Dixon. So, like, do you understand how that? And I don't have a problem with Pat Dixon, and he's a fine guy to me. But I'm saying he's none of these things that she's asking for. And if you ask her, the guy that she dated before, he's none of those things. Like, you'll have a chick who will say, I want a guy who makes at least 6 figures. He's over 6 foot. And then she's dating an Amazon delivery guy. Like, women don't know what they want. Their pussy does. It's not a list of things. They have a list, but who they fuck is who they want, right? So I'm quite sure you're not the, and the simple fact that you are having sex with her, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, then
But they don't have regular sex, and that was part of the show on Saturday where she thinks Felicia thinks that he might be gay because she wanted to take a shower with him and he wanted to rinse out his hair.
Yeah, one little miscue, and everything kind of went over the edge with that.
Yeah, but you are also incapable of going. You got to get the fuck out of my house. You're incapable of doing that. Like, I'm not. You got to have a. There's no way in a situation where just because you have one misstep, that somebody who likes you and cares about you and sees value in you is just going to end everything or start a fight because of the fact that you had one misstep. The fact there's a level of comfort that she has, that she feels like she can dictate the tone of everything to you and you'll follow. And that's not going to stop, because if she sees you as that, she's always going to see you as that.
But Dante, she probably needed that after Pat Dixon, because Pat Dixon was like,
I don't give a fuck about what happened before.
But a lot of time, isn't it women look for what they didn't get in the last relationship?
Okay, let me ask you something. You ever had a girl blow you in a car?
Me or Don?
Yeah,
me?
You.
Me?
Yeah, you, Kev.
Yes.
Okay. Now, just because she blew you in the car, does it mean she would blow Karmic in the car?
Well, she probably would if she met Karmic.
Maybe. But I mean,
I'm kidding, of course. I'm kidding.
My point is, women do what they do for each guy based on it. There's no standard. It's just how they feel in the moment. It's the emotional state at the moment. I had girls who would fucking eat somebody's ass, but then not kiss a guy goodnight on a date. So
her name's Scarlett, right?
I don't know who that you're talking.
I'm kidding. I'm making jokes from the people that have been on my show.
Okay, all right.
All right, let's read some. Let's read some of these. I think this is about the Proud Boys, but you were never in the Proud Boys, right?
I was actually the Pope. They guided me as the Pope of the Proud Boys.
But then you were never a member. You never did the series.
It was racist shit. They were dropping M-bombs and
right. Kevin likes to do that.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna end up punching somebody in the fucking mouth. So.
But did you do the whole cereal thing? You got to name 5 cereals while people are punching you?
No, I just was appointed. I was the guy.
Can Dante help Chad Zumock next? Also sucks with ladies.
I would help Chad. Chad,
you know Chad?
Chad's got my number. He can call me.
I'll have Chad on. Well, I don't know if Karmic's is coming back on. I don't know if he's doing this to if he made it up.
Bail out.
Yeah, bail. I mean, I don't trust anybody.
I can talk about it without him. It's really obvious what's going on, though.
Okay, well, what's obvious?
He's what you said. It's funny because we have almost the same terminology. I say shoplift the pussy. You're fucking somebody who you don't think you're worthy of fucking. So you're willing to, hey, what up? Did you get your power back on?
Yeah, the power went out at the worst time, and yep, I'm back in full power. Like,
how's the power go out? And it just goes out?
There was a lightning storm going on outside.
So what'd you have to do to turn it back on?
Oh, it just waited like 2 minutes, then boom, it popped back on. Yeah, there was a little miss.
Send Scarlett and Ralph the link. Dante will be defeated. Yeah, that might be a challenge for them.
Who's that?
Scarlett, she's a former porn personality. She's mostly hooked up. Mostly her work. She's white from Wisconsin. She mostly hooked up with black dudes on black.com. And now she gets involved with the wrong kind of guys.
Like how?
People that everybody knows is bad news, like Ethan Ralph. I never date Ethan Ralph. He's always been good to me, but he's got a very sordid past, allegedly. And she goes running towards him. So who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, but what she does and what she thinks is probably two different things.
Yeah, but what she's doing. You can't judge people what they think. You can judge them by what they do.
No, but I'm saying but you gotta understand. Like I talked to what you call.
No, he's frozen.
Ryan always fucks models, right? But he always fucks crazy models. That he's making out with them, and then they they smack him in the face and run down the block, and then they in a park. I'm in a park making out with a dude. Help me, and just like crazy shit. And he likes crazy women. So, I mean, you can't be mad at a guy because he likes what he likes. You got to be honest with what you like.
Karmic X, 16-year, and this is his first relationship.
This is your first relationship, Karmic?
No, I've had 2 relationships and.
How long?
This is the longest, about almost 8 months, I'd say.
And how long before that?
Before that, it was just a 1 month thing. It wasn't very long.
Let me ask you something. If you want
plus, tell him what happened. He met some woman at a bar in Minnesota. She was involved in a hit and run in Florida, and she was on the run from the police. And he dated her for a month.
That's not a date. That's not a relationship, Karmic.
Oh, I didn't say it was.
He didn't go to prom with her. Is my point. It wasn't like he put a corset on her.
She was hiding out.
Yeah, she was on a run from the popo.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, but she was fun in the time that I knew her.
Yeah, crazy girls are always fun for a while, right, Dante?
How many chicks have you slept with in your lifetime? What's your body count?
2. And
2?
Kevin laughs. Yeah, 2.
So let me.
Dante, what's yours? 500?
All
right. Well, so can you imagine your body count is 2 and he's 40 or close to 40.
I want to say something. You can't, like, if you wanted to go to the Olympics in ping pong, right? How many years do you think you would have to play ping pong to be good at it?
A good while, I'm guessing.
Yes.
7 years, perhaps. I don't know.
Okay. So that means you have to currently be going out, dating people, having sex with women, talking to them, communicating with them so that you have an understanding. So first you have to have a scope of knowledge that you have to refer to because you've dealt with women. Then you got to be able to adjust and see where the mistakes were made. Then you got to figure out what you should be as opposed to what you're not. And you got to make those adjustments. Relationships is easy. You just have to have enough practice to do it. And if you're not going to have the practice, then you're not going to be good at it. I have a system I put guys through. Never has failed me. The only time it's ever failed me was when the guy doesn't do what I tell him to do. What I do is I tell him to go out every day, pay 5 women compliments every day, right? The compliment cannot be sexual. You are not trying to get a response back, right? And it can't just be attractive women. It has to be older, younger, ugly women, fat women, just an array. But the compliment has to be honest. You gotta do that for at least 8 weeks.
Okay, now I already anticipate a problem because he can't meet women where he lives. He lives in the woods.
Yeah, he can.
So he's gonna have to do a lot of driving to meet
There's a grocery, there's a bar, there's a pool, place to play pool. Is there not or no?
Nah, about an hour away from where I'm at, but yeah, I just have to.
Plus, he's afraid of interstate highways. He's afraid of 4-lane highways. It's got to be 2-lane only.
There's no interstate highways near me, so there's nothing.
Do you have any? Is there any clubs, gun clubs, or archery clubs, or is there anything?
How about a knitting club?
Nope, no sewing circle.
So there's nothing there. So if you go on Facebook and look for Facebook groups, there's nothing going on.
Pretty much nothing that I could be interested in. You know,
I don't care whether you're interested. I just care. Is there something to do where people of the opposite sex are there?
Yes, it's usually weddings. That's about it, and that's rare around these parts.
What about square dancing or fuck? I don't know what white people do. Help me out here, Ken. Jesus.
Yeah, spin your partner round and round, all that stuff. Yeah, do it. There's got to be. There's no town. There's no population area close to you within an hour, less than an hour away.
No, there isn't.
So, but what about on Facebook? There's no Facebook groups and stuff.
Yeah,
to
but
do.
paying a compliment to a woman on Facebook doesn't count, right?
No. I'm just saying to find a place where things are happening. I just saw a documentary on the Appalachian. You know the like hardcore no teeth Appalachians, and they have stuff that they do.
So
like
maybe, Karmic, maybe you should move to Appalachia.
Maybe.
No, don't move to Appalachia. But I mean, on Facebook, there's all kinds of shit.
I think he's got to move because he's one of the reasons he's obsessed with Felicia is because she kind of give him the time of day. But he, like you said, he can't even meet women. He can't even like interact with women. So now he feels stuck. This is his one and only opportunity. Unless
is there a supermarket? You got a supermarket there, or is it like just a corner
about an
store?
hour away? Everything's an hour away.
Well, how do you get food for on a daily basis?
Oh, you gotta make the pilgrimage once a week and get your items and get back on the Oregon Trail and hope you make it back in one piece.
Is there no bars? No bars nowhere?
There's a couple, but the clientele is less than perfect. I'd say it's
What
usually
about
old men.
You don't need it, so there's no women nowhere. You're saying
Pretty tapped out. They have enough sense to leave after a while.
Is it? And there's no town close by.
Very small. There are bars, but yeah, like it's the clientele. It's all old men. Old
But
farmers.
there had to be old women too. No,
They're not. They're not out at the bars here. Honestly, they're not.
you're telling me that women don't drink in bars?
Not many around these parts. The ones that do look pretty rough.
Listen, I don't know. Look, this is the problem. You got a girl who is. I'm looking at. I got your pitch. Your ex girl's pitch up. She's an attractive woman, but she's if you don't have practice, you're not gonna be able to handle that. You know what I mean? You're not gonna be able to handle that. And then you're saying she has there's abuse and stuff like that, and she's already putting the thumb screws down on you about what you can't do this, you can't do that. No girl would ever tell me what I can't do or what I can do. I wouldn't even mention it.
Yeah, but you got options. If some girl tells you what to do, you go, there's the door, and then you go outside to the bodega, or you get on the D train or the F train, and there's 50 hot women on the train.
Well, if you want to,
I saw a girl today. I rode my bike through Hoboken today. This girl was so hot that I was like, holy shit. She's just walking by herself, like a perfect 10, black, perfect 10. And I was like, I'm on my bike, and I could have stopped. I'm married, but I still should have stopped just to pay her compliment. Like, hey, you look good. You look good. Yeah. But it was so laughable. And she kind of looked at,
you couldn't even,
we kind of made eye contact as if like, she's like, you're on your bike, but you still recognize that I'm hot. And I was like, yeah, I do. Because, again, he's not going to run into it in a million years. And I ran into it just randomly on my bike every day.
If you want to be better with women, you got to make the effort to be better with women. Is there a gym by you?
No.
So if you had to go work out, you couldn't even go work out.
No, I could do just the basic things like sit-ups and pull-ups.
I'm not saying you could work out in your house. I'm saying you're not even in an environment where you could actually go to a gym.
Nope.
Look, if you want to be
okay, Dante, let me interrupt for a second again. Sorry. I have somebody else who lives in Minnesota.
Okay.
And he just texted me. He said, Karmic is lying. He says, this guy lives in Minnesota. He says, I know of the part of Minnesota he lives in. There are VFWs and legions.
I was going to say that.
All within driving distance. There are bars and churches with plenty of women. He's a liar. Bust him.
Huh?
Okay.
How about churches? Did you go to church?
What's your zip code?
I live.
You can't say it. You can't say it on the air, right?
His
can't really. But
his zip code?
Text me the zip, and I'll text it to Dante.
All right.
If he texts it to you, look, Kev, just Google events in his zip code. You could even put free events.
You do it. You do it. I'll just
Sure.
I'll do it right now. I'll send it to you right now. Because you know how to do this better than me. You're the expert.
The reality is that you can't get laid and have options if you're not willing to go where the women are. I don't, you know, and if you're not willing to do that, then your situation is it's not gonna change.
Okay, I sent you the zip.
All right.
And Karmic, since you don't have any experience, or you must be a little intimidated by women, right?
Not
that's
really,
why
no.
that's why he's having all the problems with there's
Felicia.
nothing of it. Okay, look at this. 2026 shop days. Spring egg, whatever the fuck it is. Free paper shredding event. Pride event. Community spring shred event.
A lot of shredding
apple
up there.
picking, living free events, free fishing. There's a shitload in your neighborhood. There's even an ad here with a black dude.
What? Tim Satali lives up there?
What is the shred of the day?
Why are they doing so much shredding up there?
I have no clue.
We should look into is what Dante's saying. Get involved with the community.
Okay, here it is. Pollinators Party, Juneteenth Festival. The block is ours.
Oh yeah, Juneteenth is this week.
Bazaar Miram Putin. Picnic speed dating. Book fairs. There's all kinds of shit here. What are you talking about? You're not going there for the event. You're going there to meet women.
I just got out of a relationship. I haven't even thought about it yet. So
That's why. Why not?
it just hasn't crossed my mind really. Because, well, I don't know what she wants to do. And
When's the last time you jerked off?
It's been a while, to
That-
be honest with you. If I
Look,
may be so curt.
Karmic, here's the thing. If you don't want this, it ain't gonna happen. You gotta understand that. And if you want it, you gotta make an effort. If
Oh,
you're not
I'm not crying to the moon or anything.
it's not about crying to the moon. What I'm saying is the clock is ticking. Here's the thing. Even if let's be honest, even if this relationship, even if you get back with your girl, you're gonna break up anyway. Because you're in a situation where you don't have the savvy to have a relationship.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I thought we were getting there, but it didn't.
But you don't. This is not about her. You think it's about her. It's not about her. It's about you. The way that how you're able to talk to women is based on how many women you talk to. It's how often you do it. How many times did we? Hey, Kev, when you first started doing comedy, first 5 years, how many spots did you do a week?
As many as I could.
10, 15 sometimes? Open mics?
I guess,
spots,
yeah.
Free spots?
I did whatever I could do. I don't know what the count was, but I did whatever.
Every chance you got a chance to get on stage, you got on stage.
Yeah.
That's how you get good. Women are the same thing. So so I'll start a guy out who doesn't get laid a lot or really doesn't have any options, and I'll have him go out and pay 5 compliments a day. Supermarket, the library, I don't give a fuck where it is. I've had guys say to me, "Oh, I don't have any really, there's not a lot of places to go." Then you got to find the places. If you want to be good at it, you don't want to get your fucking feelings crushed. You want to have experience on how to handle stuff. You got to get on stage. I don't give a fuck what it is. There's no other way to do it. It's easy, but it's not. It's simple, but it's not easy.
And also, before I forget, I think the other night, Felicia was on with him, and then he proposed marriage, and he was doing a little crying. But that's not a way to get a woman back. You can't get a woman back by begging her to come back, right?
I'm the one that helped Pete Davidson get through his virginity.
His what?
When Pete was 16 years old, he was still a virgin. And he used to call me his dad. I was the guy who taught him how to talk to girls.
Yeah, but it's easy when you're a comic because women will talk to you, you know,
No,
after a
it's
show.
not. There's plenty of guys that we know that's not easy. What I'm saying is
Talking about Lenny Marcus now.
I heard Lenny Marcus. You know, I help Lenny Marcus.
No, well, didn't you cause a problem, a rift in their relationship because you giving him too much advice?
No, no, I didn't. He wouldn't be married if it wasn't for me.
No, but it wasn't his fiance or whatever mad because Lenny was taking your advice and it was working, and she got mad that he wasn't the cuck that she met.
Yeah, but when he stopped talking to me about it is when the problems happen.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, my point is with Karmic.
I want to say something to you. Pete Davidson, when Pete Davidson was fucking Kim Kardashian, right?
Yeah.
Remember the day when like they were going, everything was going good, and then Kanye started freaking out, and then he asked her to marry. He put a tattoo on him. He tattooed her name on him, and then he asked her to marry him. You remember that or no?
No, I didn't know he asked her to marry her.
He asked her to marry her, and then the minute I heard it through the grapevine that he asked her to marry, I was like, it's only a matter of time so she dumps him, because he was insecure that he was losing her, so he asked her to marry him. Now, if you're trying to do something to keep the girl, it's so counterintuitive, because if you're trying to keep her, then what are you communicating to her? You're communicating to her that you're not worthy. And if you're telling her you're not worthy to be with her, then who is she gonna believe more than you? So the minute he tattooed her, I was like, I did a video. I said, it's only a matter. He's gonna break up with her. And a week later, he broke up with her.
She broke up with him, you mean?
She broke up with him. All he had to do was say, listen, I know you're going through a lot of shit with Kanye and everything. I'm gonna step back. But if you need me, you call me and I'm there. But I'm gonna step back and give you the space so that you can deal with this shit with your daughters and your baby's father. And if he had done that, he probably would still be with her.
We don't have time for that. What's the deal with Puff's tiny meat?
Yeah, that's why he pays Punisher to fuck her.
He's tiny?
Yeah, Puff's supposed to have a little dick, yeah.
And the Punisher's got
I have the video. You want to see the video?
And the Punisher's got a huge one.
Yeah, he's got a good package.
I probably can't play it on YouTube.
No, you can't play. I'm just sending it to you.
Oh, okay, thanks.
But the other chick, 50 Cent's wife. I got the videotape with 50 Cent's wife.
What do you mean? So
Puff Daddy had one of the like gigolos fuck 50 Cent's
X, right?
X, yes. Yeah.
Oh, right. I think that was in the documentary, right?
Which is why, no, he didn't put it in that, but that's why did the documentary.
Oh, that's why 50. Oh, because 50 was behind it.
He was mad that
he executive produced the whole thing.
Yeah.
And that's why it was so good too, because it was
vitriol.
It was a vindictive. So that's fantastic. Because I was like, this is very well done. And once I saw 50 was behind it, I'm like, yeah, he probably had a fucking. Well, I guess everybody knew they had a beef, right?
Yeah.
But they didn't know it was that. They didn't know it was that, or was that covered?
We knew you heard about it, but you didn't know. But when you,
I thought it was covered in the documentary that
he would about his ex. Why would he?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Dante, thoughts on not marrying a dude?
If he's happy, I love it. If he loves it, I love it.
Dante, Karmic is afraid of traffic over 2 lanes.
Yeah, you got to drive. If you don't want pussy, if you're not willing to go get it, then you're not going to get it.
But it basically validates your point. He just doesn't. He has no experience with interstate, so he's used to 2-lane highways. So he's no experience with women, so he doesn't know what to do. He's basically in a panic state.
You know what I would do? I would get on the I would go and get on the interstate every day,
and then go to a rest stop, and then talk to women. There's always going to be people at the rest stop off the interstate.
There's always going to be something that you're afraid of. If you don't confront it, you're never going to get past it.
I'm afraid of snakes. I go look for them every day because I want to confront them. Karmic's frozen again.
No, I'm here.
I'm kidding. Without a Stalin or dirty jersey, clip this don't count. Yeah, we can't. I'm not going to play him a clip. Where are we on Karmic introducing Dante to Caddy Z?
Oh, it's my character. I'm not doing character work anymore, Ozone. Sorry.
Oh, you got to pull it out. I ever hung a towel from your Johnson, Dante?
Absolutely. It's great practice.
Oh, you have?
Of course, that used to be how you practice the pineal gland to keep you so you could stay hold back your orgasm.
Like a wet towel or a dry towel?
Yeah, a wet towel because it got weight.
So you hang it from your dick while it's hard to see.
And you lift.
Wow, I never knew that. They were talking about the other day. I thought it was a urban legend.
Nah.
Dante, Karn's father and brother are macho guys who emasculate him when he expresses any emotions. Should he avoid their input or listen to them?
He should stay away from them.
Yeah, but they live right. They all live together.
No.
They live in the same house?
No.
But they live close. His parents live right down the road or something.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need that external noise of somebody telling you that you ain't shit. Which reason why they're doing it is because they're afraid to express emotions. It's just fear. They're afraid, so they abuse you because they're afraid.
Yeah, but they took it out of context, a lot of this talk that I brought up months ago.
Yes, I am familiar with the side by side.
Yeah, it's like a spooning thing.
So why is it you can't keep an erection if you're unless you're side by side?
No, this was just the go-to position.
But can you have sex missionary? Can you have sex?
Yeah, all positions. We've tried them all, yeah.
But none of them work, or just that's the only one that works?
This was just the one thing that worked when we waited for the moment to arise. It was just, it was like in the pocket, ready to go, this position.
Yeah, but Felicia said the opposite. Felicia said the only way you could keep an erection and have sex was through side by side.
No, that's wrong. That's wrong. That don't make any sense. But it was just that the moments happen few and far between, and then when they happen, just go there with the steps you got to the dance.
What moments have far in between? When you will have sex, or are you making an attempt to have sex?
When the moment to have sex arises, yeah.
But aren't you controlling that? Aren't you?
Tried to, but dejection. He's just okay. Maybe
what does she say when you're making an attempt to?
Like, what are you doing? And then,
and what do you say?
I can't believe she says, "What are you doing?" She knows what you're doing.
She did once,
and if she did, you go, "I'm trying to fuck you." What do you mean?
Yeah, there were times where she even questioned, like I was on marijuana, because I was interested in her. So it was like, okay, I don't know what to do here. So
wait. You were interested in her.
Mm-hmm.
She thought that you were high?
Yeah, because she thought that I was on something. Hence, I was interested in her for some, so.
Does she not know that you're interested in, that you want to fuck her?
Well, I tried putting that point towards her, but she didn't believe me, so.
And then
what do you mean she didn't believe you? Where were you that she didn't believe you?
This happened in Vegas.
With my dick in my hand? What do you mean? I don't think the fuck. You got if she's not fucking you and she doesn't like you and she doesn't come around, why are you with this girl?
There was a lot of these moments that you just wait for the right moment.
There's no right. You make the right moment. There's no such.
She was upset with me a lot.
Why?
Just like disagreeing with her on a certain issue.
Like
it
what?
Would be like 2 days. I don't know. It would happen so frequently.
But like what? Give me an example.
Let me think. If I wasn't listening to her when we were walking and I missed what she said for a moment, then the whole relationship would be in chaos for 2 to 3 days afterwards.
Wait, okay. So she's running her dumb mouth, right? You didn't hear everything she said. Mm-hmm. Now, and what did she say? Were you listening to me?
Yeah, it would be like, yeah.
And then you go, what? What do you say?
And I'd say, I'm trying to, but I'm I'm busy walking down the street, so I may have missed
No,
the
you
word.
can't walk and listen.
Well, I was trying to, but she claimed I wasn't listening. She wouldn't believe me. So, yeah, it just kind of fell apart. It falls apart often like that. So
she doesn't seem like a nice person, bro.
Yeah, that's what has been said, but I don't know.
And it also, but if you're not, there's no reason why if you're walking in the fucking woods or whatever the fuck, and she's talking to you, why aren't you listening?
Okay, the woman that he's talking about just texted me. She said he's full of shit.
About what?
She said the reason the story doesn't make sense is because he's full of shit.
That's why it doesn't make sense.
I don't even know. What are we talking about? The side-by-side position?
Why would you wait? Why would you not be listening to her if she's talking?
I am listening. I was listening to her.
Can you bring the girl on though?
Yeah, I sent her the link, so it's her option. They were on Saturday. It was wild, and so I don't know if she wants to go through it again, but she's saying he's full of shit. And the guy that I know who lives in Minnesota, who said he's full of shit, I know he lives in Minnesota. The other guy who texted me, Felicia just texted me, said he's full of shit. That's why it doesn't make sense to Dante.
I literally Googled his zip code and a bunch of shit came up. Why aren't you doing shit like that with her?
She just didn't want to be with me anymore. So
yeah, not at now, but what about before?
Oh, we did a lot of stuff together every day, all the time.
Like what?
Like events that were happening.
He never went to like a food court, so she would take him like Chick-fil-A, and it was a lot of fun for him.
No, I didn't say it was a lot of fun, Kevin. It was just
one
you
of did.
I was just explaining.
We lived vicariously through you. Your first time you went to Chipotle and whatnot, we had fun with it. He's like Tim said the other day. You saw the world with Felicia. He went to Vegas. He went to the ocean. I mean, they did a lot of things. But she would take him when she had gigs. She would take him. He would do gigs with her, but he would travel with her.
And why did so were you not listening to her when she's talking to you and she's taking you places and exposing you to things and then you're just not listening to her?
Oh, I was listening to her. I just wasn't.
Well, then why is she saying you didn't listen to me?
Because she wouldn't allow me. She wouldn't allow me to offer my reasoning. And yeah, she would say, "Oh, I'm never heard." And I'm like, "Yeah, whatever. That's bullshit." But she always said that I was never heard. I'm like, that's bullshit for one thing. So
women a lot of times don't feel like they're heard, but sometimes they're not heard. Sometimes
they're actually not heard.
Well, Kev, no, he don't listen to fucking nobody. He knows. Even when I was helping Kev out, I was like, Kev, what are you doing? Like this shit that he would know is fucked up. And I'd be like, Kev, why are you doing something you know is fucked up? And he was like, I don't know.
Yeah, but everybody does it. When you're trying to meet women kind of hold the card, so to speak. So, unless you have a lot of experience, you feel like you're always inexperienced.
Yeah, but once you know what your value is, then they don't hold the cards anymore.
Yeah, but I don't have any value. I have value now, but I didn't have any value then.
Oh, you mean how you felt about yourself then?
Yeah, just in general. Yeah, I'm like a realist. Yeah. If things are going good, things are going good. If they're not,
yeah, but here's the thing: you can't go by what you think is what she wants. Like I was helping this guy out in he was in Puerto Rico, right? And he was calling into my show every week and whatever. And he was like a greeter for Walmart, right, in Puerto Rico. And he had this little hot mommy, this little milfy hot mommy, and she was like, "Hi, Pedro," and she was like flirty and stuff like that. So he was like, I want to ask her out, but I don't have a car and I don't this and I go, she's flirting with you every day. Did she tell you I'm only flirting with you because you have a car? He says, no. I said, well, how do you know she's looking? How do you know that a car is prerequisite for you to ask her out. Why don't you just ask her out?
Yeah, but it's not just that. It's also like if you're a guy and a woman's flirting with you, and then you're not feeling that confident at the time, you know she's gonna win. You can like, you know, reciprocate the flirting, take her out, but you know she's gonna win because she's holding the cards, and your self-esteem is low at that point.
Yeah, I get it, but that's not really what the reality is. That's where you think the reality is.
No,
But
I just know for myself, if my self-esteem is good, I don't give a shit what a woman does. I'm like, go, dude, be a cunt. I don't care. I don't need this right now. But you know, if I'm in a bad or not a great spot, maybe, you know, I know this woman and like, hey, maybe this will help my self-esteem if I'm hooking up with this hot chick. So
yeah, but you never should. That shouldn't be.
That's a reality. It's a reality for me anyway, where it's like if after I have
at this point, how old are you now?
I'm 72. No, but I'm saying if I have a good spot, like I met my wife at the Comedy Cellar, I had a good spot. I followed Chris Rock. He did an hour of new shit, bombed. I did 8 minutes. I killed. And she was like, you know, she's sitting there with Artie Fuqua's girlfriend at the Comedy Cellar upstairs. And she started talking to me, and I was feeling confident, you know, and so one thing led to another. But if I had bombed, it would have been a different story. You know, it would have been like, yeah, I'm going to take off.
I get it, but do you understand that the it's not the only reason. The reason why she talked to you wasn't just because you had a good spot. No woman is just assessing you for what you are in that moment. They're assessing everything. Physically, she found you attractive. Aesthetically, she thought that you would work. Yes, maybe you being in that position, being funny. The environment creates it. The fact that you're friends, you're in your own friend space where you're confident and stuff. All of those things. It wasn't just a good spot. I understand you thought that, but I'm saying that that's just not the case. It's like when I talk to a guy and a guy says he's 5'4", and you ask him some girl asks him how tall he is, or he's on a dating app and he puts 5'6". It's because in his mind he doesn't think that 5'4" is good enough,
and it ain't.
It is.
Oh.
It is, but he's already made it up in his mind that this is not good enough. So he's going to lie about it, right? And live in this false sense of security because he lied and maybe she didn't take a tape measure to him. But no girl dumps a guy simply because he's 5'4" or 5'5". There's an array of things. You can have a guy who's 6'6", who's ugly as shit, where somebody's not going to fuck with him. You could have a guy who's got muscles out the ass, and because he's got too much muscles, there's girls who don't like a guy who's too muscular. So but we never know what they're turning down. We also don't know what their position. How do we know that their cat didn't die earlier or their grandmother don't have cancer?
I'm saying I learned probably the hard way going into approaching women. It's better going in with a position of
confident.
Position of power, because if I'm confident, then I'm in a position of power as opposed to not being confident.
Why? I mean, I understand that we have these moments of insecurity, but there's no reason why you should ever not feel like you're in a position of power.
I mean, the women have pussy is power. Guys don't have pussy.
No, it ain't. Pussy ain't power. I have more pussy than I could ever count. That it's not.
All right, we got to read some super chats. Sorry, Dante. I mean, I'm not apologizing, but we're just backed up. So then they got a lot of things to say. Karmic used to be a DJ, hosted dances, women dance. That's a good point.
Yeah, that was then. That was many years ago.
That was then. What year? You act like you're 80. That was then. Holy shit!
About 10 years ago. Yeah, it was a while ago.
Okay, get it. Turn on the DJ machine. Karmic is a DJ. He should do it once a week just to meet women, but he won't because he's still infatuated with Fuddle. He wants to be bullied by her.
That could be it too. He's also comfortable with his brothers and people bullying him. So you get a woman who does the same thing.
Interesting.
I don't know. Maybe.
Can Karmic tag along with the Punisher? Can Karmic tag along with the Punisher on his next escapade as his sidekick fluffer boy? Oh, that would be like Batman and Robin. Punisher and Fluffer Boy. Imagine getting groceries a pilgrimage. Take time off from streaming and drive to Walmart. Christ, Karmex. And that's come from Panhandler.
Exactly.
There's a large town called Thief River Falls, only 30 minutes from Karmic. He should get a part-time job in town to meet ladies. Do you agree, Dante? That's a great point.
Agree, absolutely.
Any job, right, Dante?
How come they know this shit and you don't know it, Karmic? Because you're not making an effort.
I worked in that town for 20 years.
So go back where the people are. You got to go to where the people are. And when you do stand-up, you don't do stand-up standing outside your house. You go to where the comedy clubs are.
Which was that easy.
It is. Dante, these two forget important detail. Gilly is nuts. Gilly's fine. Gilly's fine. I know Gilly. She's fine. I like this new pig pun. Teach Kyle about property ownership next, please. How do you feel about men who cry, Dante?
I don't mind. It's not a big thing.
But you can't just cry, right?
You crying indiscriminately like a bitch, like just for no reason. Like you have no control over your emotions.
He's also kind of a fruit. No offense, Carm. He's an artist. A lot of dime pieces at the free shredding event, I bet. Yeah, I've never heard so many shredding events. What the fuck? Karmic lives hundreds of miles from civilization. Learning Chippewa is probably his fastest path to talking to a woman who isn't his mom. This is the most bizarre episode of MLC. Is there a hog judging contest where you can meet? Can you buy a solo flex?
If you can get in, why not? Shit.
Get it in. This ain't hot singles in your area magazine, pal. We're a little behind. He's still talking about looking stuff up. Karmic, I don't know what she wants. Karmic, I don't know what she wants to do. Jesus. Yeah, Dante wasn't falling for that either. Like women always know what guys are up to. So she's not like, what are you trying to do? Dante, how will you be celebrating Juneteenth? You know what Juneteenth is?
No, what's that?
That was when Gino Bisconte got punched by Pat Dixon, because it's Juneteenth is I guess the 19th, and Juneteenth is I think the day after.
I'm gonna go hang out with Aaron Berg.
And that's Felicia's birthday too. That's why it all started. Felicia, who Karmix is in love with, basically was the impetus behind Pat Dixon punching Gino Bisconte.
Well, how was that?
Because it was her birthday, so she was in New York sometimes, but she was in New York, going to be in New York for her birthday. She was trying to get on a podcast. She asked Gino. Gino said yes, and because he knew it would bother Pat Dixon, so Pat Dixon said, "Gino, don't have her on." And then he had her on anyway, and then he went to the bar after they did the show, and Felicia and Gino were standing there, and he punched Gino right in his jaw and broke his jaw.
Yeah, because Gino was probably running his mouth while he hit him. That's usually how you break somebody's jaw.
And then you know what he said after he punched him in the jaw?
What?
He said, "Enjoy," and then walked away. Do you ever see the video?
You sure Felicia didn't blow him after that?
I don't think so. No, she did go to Pat Dixon's house after that, and she's like, "Are you okay?" Did you never saw the video of him getting punched?
You got it? Send it to me.
Yeah, I'll have to. It's usually at the end of a Doom clip. Karmic, you need to listen to Dante. He lives by an Indian reservation casino. Yeah, how about casinos?
How far is the casino from you?
About 40 minutes.
What are you talking about? There's nobody around you.
I never said there wasn't anybody around me.
Yes, you did.
Karmic is like 40. This shit is sad, pathetic. We're trying to help a dude. Never give up. Karmic's excuse is making Dante see. Karm's excuse is making Dante see the gay accusations.
If you got an excuse for everything and you're not willing to try it, then you don't want it to change. And that's okay. If you want to stay in the same position you are, then that's fine.
Interesting point, Dante. Karmic, have you proposed? He proposed on Saturday.
She's not gonna get married to you if she doesn't respect you.
Unit 221. This is dispatch. We have reports of an obscene #1 male harassing women in the grocery store. Yeah, because a lot of people, you know, in the Midwest, they're not, you know, you don't really go up to a lady because they're very reserved people. It's not like in New York going into a bodega and you go in there and
It
start
is
complimenting
exactly
everybody.
the same. People want
Alright.
to talk no matter where they go. People want to connect no matter who they are. Women are everywhere there's women, there's somebody fucking them.
Dante, when Felicia flew in, she had to get Uber to a place where there were 2 lanes so Karmic could safely pick her up. That's pretty manly, right?
That is manly.
And he wants to get back with this woman, Dante. Felicia she's listen. I mean, I didn't date her, but she's a nice woman and she's funny and she's pretty. And I mean, I don't know what else people want. What are you doing? Throw the damn towel, KB. What are you doing? Throw the damn towel, KB. It's over. I'm going to put a towel on my cock and see if I can do that thing. Dante, he's leaving at the party. Was on probation for calling her. See you next Tuesday on his live stream.
Why would you do that? Why would you call her a cunt on your live stream?
He said terrible things about her too after she got found the pills in his pocket and left.
He's trying to Karmic, you realize you're just trying to sabotage this, right?
Yeah, the part of me thought about it. Like, yeah, it was like, okay, it's already too far gone. Might as well go even further.
Why would you do that?
Maybe there was a self-sabotage thing going on.
Well, absolutely. You were sabotaging it because you didn't want it to work out. And if you don't want it to work out, that's fine. But, you know, I mean, it just seems ridiculous for you to be complaining about it.
Oh, I'm not complaining.
But just to be, when you're doing things to fuck it up.
No, it's been kind of thrusted in front of my face a lot, and I'm just talking about it. I'm indifferent right now about this relationship.
There's no way you're indifferent about that girl already. There's no way that. I don't know who you think would believe that. If you've been with 2 other women and this woman is interested in you, this probably absorbs your thinking on every level.
Yeah, you may be right. You may be right.
I am right. It's not maybe.
Dante, it was his idea to take drug. Oh yeah, he took drug tests for her at a gas station
and passed.
And you passed.
And I was so proud of myself.
Wait, Dante, have you ever known anybody who, when he was with a girl, he took a drug test for her?
Never. If somebody thinks that they could do that to you, they don't respect you, bro.
I kind of feel.
It was Karmic, it was your idea, though, right?
Well, she never trusted me. She wanted to keep going with the line of thinking that I was smoking weed behind her back or drinking. So it was a matter of her not. I'm like, how do we make this better? Let's take a piss test, and I'll prove it to you that I ain't doing anything behind your back. So it led to that.
You do understand this is a matter of lack of respect.
Of course.
And if she doesn't respect you, then she's never going to be with you.
Yeah.
And there's nothing you could do. There's no tests. There's no lie detector test. She's just not going to trust you if she doesn't respect you.
Didn't Felicia question Karmic's obsession over KB?
I didn't have any obsession. One time I said, Kevin said something nice about me. He's like, why do you care what Kevin thinks? And I'm like, for real? It was kind of
my wife says the same thing to our kids. What, ya? Dante, Carm calls this misrepresenting the truth.
I could tell.
Dante, is it possible Karmic is low T? Yeah, that's actually a good question.
That might be so, too. Probably jerking off more than he should, too.
And low T is you can just take pills for it, right? Or shots or whatever.
You can take shots for it.
Dante, the woman in question has a notorious reputation for gaslighting men and distorting their words. Karmic is barely telling you all the crazy details.
I agree with that too, but none of that really matters because she doesn't respect him. It doesn't really matter.
Also, Felicia and Karmic could never agree on anything. For example, they once had a debate as to whether Karmic was inside of her or not. Dante, feel free to ask follow-up questions. They did have a fight about whether he was in or not. Have you ever heard that before?
I've never heard that at all.
We're breaking new ground.
This is...
No, they had a fight. He said he was in, and she's like, "You're not in."
How many times did y'all have sex, Karmic?
Plenty.
Huh?
2 to 3 times a week when it was decent. Yeah.
So she would kind of know if you're in, right?
Oh, I would think so leading up to this point, but she was talking about. But
this is groundbreaking for Dante, and Dante's dealt with a lot of people. Doodle, before Karmic met Felicia for the first time personally, he asked if she could get him some snow. What? Pussy?
Oh, that was I joked around on air when we were together in Minneapolis last year about wanting to get blow because it was a comedian thing, just joking around. Yeah, they went to Doodle
a lot, allegedly joking. Karmic will rant about you tonight on stream, Dante.
I wouldn't.
I don't think he's gonna. I think Dante's giving it to him straight.
I would love for him to have what he wants. I would love to, and I'd love to be able to help him have what he wants. But you got to make an effort. It just seems to me like you're not ready to make the effort, and if you're not willing to make the effort, it's nothing I can say or do to fix that.
Thank you for saving MLC, Dante. He's saving everybody. He's gonna save Felicia and Karmic, and he's saving MLC. This is all filibuster. He's trans sub beta. Teach this Mayo not to pedestal the sliz, Dante.
You know why I don't shit on people when they have these problems? You know why? Because the problems are real. That they really have these feelings, they really have these insecurities. And I know guys, I've been in myself with situations where I've felt insecure about a situation, and it's just not funny. It's not. I mean, I hate to bring it down like that, but it's just not funny. Not funny to see a dude who is probably a pretty good guy who wants to have a relationship and doesn't have anybody. And he's got a brother and a father who's shitting on him and telling him he's a pussy, and he's got all these other issues. And the reality is, if nobody taught you how to play chess, you don't know how to play chess
or ping pong.
Either way, you got to learn. And if you're gonna learn and you want to be really good at it, you need a coach. Go to Man School 202, which is my podcast. I teach this stuff all day. Sign up for my Patreon. I do questions directly. I go live on Tuesdays. I do consultations, one-on-one consultations. And Karmic, let me say something. For an hour of talking to me, Kev looked out for you because I charge a shitload of money for an hour talking to somebody.
Mm-hmm. No, I have no problem with you at all, Don.
No, I mean, I don't give a shit if you have a problem with me. And I'm saying to you that Kev looked out for you by bringing me on.
Right.
When this is something that I charge to do.
Right.
Yeah, you'll get paid for today anyway, Dante. I'll pay you. I mean, I make money doing this, so
yeah.
I'm gonna be like, hey, Dante, sorry, you're gonna get paid for. I mean, you're making an effort, and I mean, like when I ask you questions, you go, I've never heard that before. I'm just trying to let.
Kev, you and I have been friends for a long time, and if you asked, as soon as you asked me to do it, I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do it.
No, but I'm pointing out that like Karmic's is a unique situation. You know what I mean?
He's really not.
He's not. But you like that fight whether he's in or not. I mean, you've never heard that before.
No, but there's always some weird shit going on, which when you get guys in there operating from a position of fear and insecurity, there's a whole lot of shit.
And did you even beloved chatter is one of our top chatters. I don't even know what he's saying, but you know what he's talking. This is street gibberish.
Teach this Mayo not the pedestal, the sliz. He's saying to teach him the real shit. I don't do anything but teach the real shit. So
I thought he's saying, but
I don't like.
He's talking street. He figures you're a man of the streets.
Like I get that everybody's having fun, but this ain't fun.
Dante, what would you tell a guy who's in love with a girl who wants him to take an IQ test to check to see if he's retarded?
I wouldn't do it.
She wanted you to take an IQ test, Karmics?
Yeah.
Did you do something stupid and she said it as a joke?
No, we both took a series of tests. Like,
Why? Why?
She was interested to know if we were on the
Compatible,
or mental issues and all that. And
but she took the test with you. She wanted to see if she was on a spectrum.
Yeah, and she's more on the spectrum than I am. So
good for her. Congratulations.
Yeah.
What'd she say when that happened?
She just didn't seem too pleased. But I'm sure she'll say otherwise. Sorry.
Dante, surely the problem is this guy has zero career prospects and nothing to offer a woman. One chick on the internet liked him, and he devoted his entire life to her. Let's start there.
Let's not.
I think with that shrug, Dante's saying Raper Ray is not wrong. We may not see Karmic for a while after this. That's what you guys said on Saturday. At least Karmic, he can. I don't know what he can face the fire.
That I can.
Plus another thing, Dante. This is, I don't know if this is either here nor there. He's got into fights with Felicia in the past, and then he'll live stream, and sometimes he cries, and then he makes a lot of money because people troll him and or support him. So he makes more money if things are going bad with Felicia.
Unfortunately,
you gotta decide what you want, bro. You gotta decide what you want. And if that's what you want to do, and that's what you look, you everything that you're doing, Karmic, has a result. You know what the result is. If you don't like the result, then you have to change what you're doing. It's a lot simpler than you think it is. It's just, this idea of you not being aware of what's going on or how it's going on or any of that is just not true. It's just you have
somebody got to him.
What are you doing on MLC?
Karmic first said he needed weed to exist and be normal, and he'd marry her if she let him smoke. Now he says he'll happily stop smoking for her.
Yeah, it's not important weed anymore.
But it is. You do it every day.
No, not as much as I used to. I'm cutting it back a lot, cutting away from it a lot. I'm trying to get back to normal.
Yeah, Dante, this is very confusing for you, I'm sure, but it's not.
True. It's really not. This is
no. He said he's cutting back, but he likes to smoke weed. But Felicia said, I think I asked Felicia point blank, would you? The reason you broke up with him was because he wouldn't stop getting high, and she said yes. Well, so he'll say he'll quit, but should he quit?
I don't think he should quit. Why? What would him? Why does she want him to smoke weed?
Oh, she doesn't want me to smoke weed.
Why? Why?
Because she wants a clean life with somebody. So she says if I smoke weed, that'll mean I'm not going to be very dependable as a partner in her mind. So
how does she figure that?
That's how the conclusion she came to it herself.
You're trying to be in a relationship with somebody who is trying to dictate what your life is. The reality is you're not even dictating what your life is. Well, do you know what you want to do?
Yeah.
What's your life?
Yeah, I want to stream and do a show, and that's what I want to do with my life right now. But the type of streaming, yeah, she was never all too thrilled of that as well.
So then she doesn't like you.
I'm used to it. I'm
not being facetious, but I'm just saying you're just dealing with somebody who doesn't like you. Yeah. It's like, oh, that girl would be hot if she had a different face, a different body, and a different personality. Then she'd be a different bitch.
Carm got mad. She took a pic with guys too. Oh yeah, Karmic got mad. Felicia did a gig and she took a picture with some of the patrons at the comedy show, and Karmic's got mad about that.
I didn't get mad. It's just that if the shoe was on the other foot, she'd be upset if I was doing that. So
yeah,
it was his idea to take the test, but he went first, brought it up. When he was pissed, he made it seem like it was her idea. That's why she says he lies.
No, I gave her the idea of the piss test, and she bought the piss test to make it happen. So.
To stick it to you. She called your bluff.
Yeah, and I pissed, and I passed.
What did she say after you passed the piss test?
She thought that there was a possibility that I might have did a facetious piss test, and I'm like, I don't know anybody.
This is ridiculous.
It
man.
is.
Yeah, she thought maybe
I'm done.
she thought maybe he got somebody else's piss.
Yeah.
I'm done. It's
Are you
ridiculous.
quitting? You're quitting the whole gig?
No, I'm done. I mean, this is the same. It's the same thing over and over again. He's just
You're walking away. Dante, you broke Dante. Karmic.
I didn't.
He's
Bro,
like he can't even do his gig anymore.
He has to do something, and if he's not gonna do anything, nothing's gonna change. Karmic, do me a favor. My podcast is Man School 202. You take a listen to what I'm talking about.
Do you want him to come on, Dante? You want him to come on your podcast, or he has to be there in person?
I mean, I do a call-in thing with guys who want help. So
yeah, I'll keep that in mind.
All right, but listen to the backlog I got on YouTube. Okay?
You got it, man. Will do.
Right.
How many videos you got up?
I've been doing it for 10 years, 12 years.
Did she really say this, Karmic? She said the drug test in case the results from the TAR test were inconclusive?
No, she never said that. That's beloved being funny.
And hey, Adam.
Hey, Dirty Rat.
Dirty Rat's a good boy. He is. Check him out on the YouTube channel.